Hi, Larry at YEG Inspections. Are you a homeowner looking for a thermal imaging inspection in Edmonton but don't know who to trust? This is a helpless feeling, and I know exactly how you feel. There's nothing more frustrating than thermal imaging inspectors that don't do a thorough job and taking advantage of homeowners. And to make matters even worse, they expect a high fee when they complete the thermal inspection. You feel like all your hard-earned money going out the window, and on top of that your thermal imaging inspector might have missed an important issue with your new home in a hurry to do his thermal imaging inspection. All the while taking advantage of homeowners and their lack of experience with the thermal imaging inspection process. Until now, there was only a few ways to select a thermal imaging inspector. One was to hope your realtor or colleague suggested a good thermal inspector, or spend hours searching for a certified thermal imaging inspector in Edmonton on your favorite search engine. However, the problem with these options is that the infrared or thermal inspectors referred by the realtor or colleague is not always selected based on their qualifications, and searching the internet for a certified thermal inspector takes up a lot of your valuable time. And it's for this reason that I'm pleased to present YEG Inspections, certified thermal imaging inspections done right the first time. YEG Inspections has been helping homeowners and sellers with quality thermal imaging inspections with over 27 years of background experience in home renovations and construction. Certified and an extended background in construction, YEG Home Inspections allows you to acquire the very best thermal imaging inspection easily and efficiently. Now, what makes this infrared or thermal inspection service different than any other thermal imaging inspection services out there? YEG Inspections offers a $10,000 honor guarantee, easy to read and timely reports, and more, all free with your thermal imaging inspection. No after hours or weekend rates, and you have an ironclad guarantee that you will be happy with your thermal imaging inspection or you don't pay. Let me show you exactly how this thermal imaging inspection works. 1. We arrange an appointment to meet at the property to be inspected. 2. We send you an email with our contract in it for you to read and fill out and sign prior to the infrared inspection. 3. I fill out a detailed report investigating over 400 items on your property and note any deficiencies or potential issues. 4. I go over the final thermal imaging inspection report with you in person or over the phone. Here's just a small sample of what's covered in the thermal imaging inspection report. Inspection of over 400 items in the home, including roofing, foundation, exterior, structure, attic and insulation, plumbing, electrical, heating and cooling systems, and more, depending on individual circumstances. But don't take my word for it. Here's what people are saying about our YEG thermal imaging inspection service. Howard Yu said, "My house was cold and I could not determine where all the cold was coming from. Larry came with his thermal imaging camera, and now I have a much warmer house." I could not believe the issues Larry could find with his thermal imaging camera. Missing insulation in attic, water leaking under the toilet, and a bad breaker in the service panel. Troy K. By now you're probably wondering how much a thermal imaging inspection with YEG Inspections is going to cost. And that's a fair question, given that my services as a thermal imaging inspector in Edmonton start at $300 an hour, and the average thermal inspection takes over 3 hours. But the reason I created YEG Thermal Imaging Inspections in the first place is because I wanted an affordable and reliable solution to quality, certified thermal imaging inspections in Edmonton, and I want you, the homeowner, to have access to this. For a limited time, and only from this video, you can get full access to YEG Thermal Imaging Inspections and all their warranties and guarantees for a single one-time payment starting at just $125 an hour. So if you've had enough of unscrupulous, seedy thermal imaging inspections, and you're ready to get a professional, certified thermal imaging inspection with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, just click the link below the video now. Still not convinced? You'll be glad to know that YEG Inspections come with my personal, 100% rock-solid, money-back guarantee. If you don't love my thermal imaging inspection, for whatever reason, then I actually don't want your money. All you have to do is shoot me a call and I'll immediately refund every cent. Have you wasted enough of your time energy, and sanity on trying a do-it-yourself thermal imaging inspection, or trying to find a certified thermal imaging inspector on the internet? The good news is that you can trust us here at YEG Inspections to take care of all your thermal imaging inspection needs by simply calling us today to book your appointment. Imagine what it will feel like to move into your home and know that there are no issues that could harm your family or investment. So click the link below this video and let's get you started today with a thermal imaging inspection service with YEG Inspections.